friends, in this video I am explaining very short answers of mechanical properties of fluids. First question is, define average pressure, mention its units and dimensions. Is it a vector or a scalar quantity? The answer is, average pressure is defined as the normal force acting per unit area. Average pressure is equal to force by area. Its SI units are Newton per meter square or pascals. Dimensional formula is m L power minus 1 and T to the power minus 2. Pressure is a scalar quantity. Coming to the second question, define viscosity. What are its units and dimensions? Viscosity is a property of fluid by virtue of which it opposes the relative motion between different layers. It is analogous to friction when a solid moves on a surface. Its dimensions: SI unit is decapoise and CGS unit is poise. Dimensional formula is m L power minus 1 T to the power minus 1. Coming to the third question, what is the principle behind the carburetor of an automobile? The principle behind the carburetor of an automobile is Bernoulli's principle. Coming to the fourth question, what is Magnus effect, which is very important for IPE questions? The difference in the velocities of air results in the pressure difference between the lower and upper phases. There is a net upward force acting on the ball. This dynamic lift due to the spinning is called Magnus effect. Fifth question, why are drops and bubbles are spherical? Drops and bubbles are spherical because there is an attractive force called surface tension. This surface tension pulls the molecules of water into a tightest possible grouping. That tightest possible grouping, that collection of any particles. Drops and bubbles are spherical because of there is an attractive force called surface tension. This surface tension pulls the molecules of water into tightest possible grouping, and tightest possible grouping that any collection of particles can achieve is to pack together into a sphere. Coming to the sixth question, give the expression for the excess pressure in a liquid. Excess pressure is equal to 2S by R, where S represents surface tension and R represents radius of the liquid drop. Seventh question is, give the expression for the excess pressure in an air bubble inside the liquid. This is also same answer. Excess pressure is equal to 2S by R. Here one free surface. S is the surface tension and R is the radius of the air bubble. Eighth question. Give the expression for the excess pressure for a soap bubble. Here the excess pressure is equal to 4S by R. Two free surfaces here. S is the surface tension and R is the radius of the soap bubble. Coming to the ninth question, what are waterproofing agents and water wetting agents and what do they do? Waterproofing agents are the materials which increases the angle of contact are called waterproofing agents, and when they added to the liquids, they does not penetrate well into the cloth. Example, raincoats. Water wetting agents, the materials which decreases the angle of contact are called water wetting agents. When they added to the liquids, they penetrate well into the cloth and for effective cleaning and drying. 10th question, what is angle of contact, which is very important. Angle of contact is the angle between the tangent drawn to the liquid surface at the point of contact and the solid surface inside the liquid. 11th question, mention any two examples that obey Bernoulli's theorem and justify them. Answers, first one, Venturi's theorem, Torricelli's theorem, spinning ball in motion, aerofoil. Pressure is low at large velocity and vice versa. Coming to the 12th question, when water flows through a pipe, which of the layers are fastest and which of the layers are slowest? The layers at the center of the pipe moves fastest, and the layers which are very contact to the fixed surface are moves slowest. And the 13th question, last question is, terminal velocity is more if surface area of the body is more. Give reasons in support of your answer. Here the terminal velocity formula is Vt is equal to 2a square half rho minus g half. 13th question, which is the last question. Terminal velocity is more if surface area of the body is more. Give reasons in support of your answer. Here the terminal velocity formula is Vt is equal to 2a square half rho minus sigma half g by 9 neta. Here a represents radius of the sphere, where rho represents density of the metal sphere and sigma represents density of the liquid. Neta represents viscosity, coefficient of viscosity. Here Vt is directly proportional to a square. It means terminal velocity is directly proportional to the radius square of the radius. This is the first equation. So here surface area of sphere is equal to 4 pi a square. This is the second equation. From 1 and 2 equations, Vt is directly proportional to surface area. It means the terminal velocity is directly proportional to surface area. If the terminal velocity increases, then automatically surface area also increases. It means terminal velocity is more if surface area of body is